Are you or people around your workplace dragged down by workload burdens too heavy to carry? Do the overloads result in poor decision making and in failure to meet deadlines and quality standards? This lesson is about work overload issues caused by poor structure design and how to address them. We'll look at 3 typical design flaws that result in work overload. The first one is horizontal in nature in the sense that at a given layer in the organization, there is not enough people to do the work. If we're lucky, enough work can simply be moved up or down in the organization and at the same time result in higher job satisfaction and better performance. If the overload cannot be moved to other layers, we must go back to the organization design drawing board and 1. Increase the number of positions. 2. Redefine purposes for new as well as old positions to ensure that none of them overlap with each other and that each position mirrors an aspect of the boss's ambition. The second design flaw occurs when the span between the most complex and the most trivial matters covered by one position is too large for a single individual to handle well. He/she will either lack the abstraction level to deal with the most complex issues or will not be able to concentrate on the most trivial ones. In other words, we have poor judgment and decision making at one end, sloppiness at the other. Both cases lead to poor performance and low job satisfaction. To address this flaw, extra layers must be added to the organization. The third design flaw comes about when the whole organization makes an upward movement in a decision-making complexity sense. The move typically happens when companies go from having one product to several, from being national to international, from working in an analog environment to a digital one, and so on. My experience is that most decision makers are not aware of the added complexity consequence, not aware that it significantly increases the likelihood of failure. The increased risk of failure comes about because the majority will no longer match the decision-making complexity inherent in their work and roles after the movement. Individually, they'll experience cognitive work overload. Collectively, they'll cause the organization to fail. To deal with this flaw, there will be elements of structural redesign. However, the main task would be to move people down in the hierarchy and add positions and people on top. I hope you found this lesson useful. Other lessons will also focus on structure, the rest of them on processes, work culture and workplace values. Please come back to watch those as well. Also, do not hesitate to contact us about the issues that you have in your organization.